So there's a lot of coaches, consultants, and agency owners out there that struggle with this thing called acquisition. Now, I would just like to share a story with you to help you, maybe inspire you on how we built our coaching and consulting business over the last 4 years to get to a point of $3.5 million. If you are persistent, if you commit, if you stick with your vision and dream, then anything is possible. Here is an empty calendar. This was me in 2017. It was a time in my life where I felt, anxious, frustrated. I wasn't getting bookings in my calendar. My business wasn't doing as I expected, and I was losing a lot of money at this time, and it was really driving me nuts. Wind back to where we are now, and our business has exploded. We made over $3.5 million, and our calendar is absolutely full. I was a construction manager building high-rise buildings, and I was really good at my job, making a fairly decent income, but I really didn't enjoy it. I wanted to start building my own business, having my own way in life, and building my own dreams instead of somebody else's dreams. To where we are today, where we're successful coaches and consultants running a multi-million-dollar business. And I hope you get some value out of this. I really want to help as many coaches and consultants and agency owners out there as I possibly can get to that point where they're having financial freedom. The business that we have now that's doing really well is a business in the real estate sector that's in a very, very, very tiny niche in a small part of Australia, in a small state in Australia. And the amount of clients that we have to draw from is very, very small. But the demand is huge, and the people that we serve are very hungry for what we offer. Here's something that really stands out. We've spent, over the last few years, probably about $89,000. And that $89,000 has created us more than $3.5 million. That's a 4.1 ROI. Now, these coaching and consulting services that we sell are very high ticket, and we have a 1 in 4 ROI. So what that means is that for every $1 we spend, we're making about $4. We've grown our business incrementally over the years, coaching clients, speaking at events, and offering services and products all the way from the range of $5,000 all the way to $50,000 a pop in consulting business, which has led us to develop this very unique 3-phase coach launch formula to help coaches and consultants launch, grow, and scale. And this is the exact same system our clients are using right now to launch, grow, and scale their businesses. This is what's working right now. But let me take a step back, right? This is me as a construction manager. I was working on high-profile projects. I was doing this job that I was really good at, but I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. And this is a picture on top of a building that I was constructing. As you can see, it's an empty site. We're looking off the deck of a 20-story apartment block, looking over the city, and it's late at night. I was the last person there. I was working 14 hours a day, building somebody else's dream. And this is a photo of my very last project, a multi-family residential block. These are all the guys that worked under me, part of the crew. At the end of the day, you can see it's late again. It was probably around about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. I was really good at my job, getting stuff done, but I was unfulfilled and I'd had enough. And this was the end result of the project. And it looks really good. We did a great job. Developer on this project made nearly $2.6 million in profit. And when I heard that, it was very demoralizing, and it left me realizing that I was sick and tired of building other people's dreams. I wanted to build my own. I wanted to get out there and start coaching people. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew that I just wanted to get out of this. And this was the last straw in the camel's back. I was driving to work in the morning. It was cloudy, rainy, depressing. It was gridlock. The traffic was going slowly. Radio was going. Feeling anxious about going to work because I knew that there was going to be a lot of pressure, tension, and stress that I didn't want to deal with. And I took this photo as I knew that I was going to be able to talk about this one day and hopefully be able to help more people in their lives. And then there was the moment that it happened. I had quit my job. I gave my notice, burnt my bridges. That's another story. But my beautiful partner, Sahara, was ready to support me. She quit her job as well. And we were making coaching business happen. Whatever came, hell or high water, that was it. We were in. And it all started off. This was my first studio. But the big problem, because I had no focus and purpose, and because I had no direction and support, I was jumping around with shiny object syndrome like a lot of people, chasing hacks, tricks, tactics, and shortcuts. It's cost me more than $50,000. It was a huge loss. And this was a year later after I quit my job, 2018. Still no results, empty calendar, trying to figure out what was going to happen and how I was going to get ahead. I was spending a lot of money on Facebook ads at the time, and I figured, well, if I just started throwing money at it, something might happen. And I kept spending money and trying to figure things out, and boom, one day this happened. It was one of the most devastating things I had ever experienced. My account got absolutely locked out. It knocked my socks off totally. And then I got back onto it. I kind of slowly worked through it again, and I started spending money on ads again, getting a little bit of results, but not really making a huge impact. Then boom, it happened again. Oh my goodness. The second time I got banned from Facebook, I nearly threw in the towel. I was about so close to just giving it all up and saying, that's it, I'm just going to go back to work. I was really frustrated and depressed at this time. It was a really trying time. I used to go down to the river to think, to ponder, and write down notes and try and figure out what I was going to do to go forward. And, just sitting there by the river kind of gave me a little bit of clarity. I spent a fair bit of time down there. There wasn't any eureka moment, but it gave me time to self-inflect. But obviously from a business perspective, what I didn't have was an acquisition model. I didn't know how to get clients. If I wanted to have the success I wanted, I had to start working on these things. I had to have people that I liked that I could reach. When I got people to me, I needed them to trust me so that they could do business with me. I then needed to be able to create cash, and I needed something to sell. These are big initial problems. I had nothing at this stage, so I had to start from scratch. So these are obviously the building blocks of a successful business, which started me on my journey on formulating my acquisition model, my journey to $10,000 a month. Now, I did a lot of study, research, training, testing, planning, working through things to kind of hone this. It's improved over the years. The foundation for a very successful coaching or consulting business. And this is what happened to us. Our calendar exploded. We made $3.5 million, and we're growing exponentially in our business. Right, and I've done this with not a lot. Just a normal human being who's stuck with it, built a system, and have connect with people in the right way. Anybody can do this stuff. Anybody can do this, and you don't need to be flashy. Don't overcomplicate it. You want to make money, you got to get stuck in and do it. That then led us to creating this client-funded acquisition formula. Your clients paying for your acquisition. It was a game changer. Everything changed. And it was very simple once I understood this model. Have a niche, a $100,000 a month niche. Like, you need to be able to make $100,000 a month. That was a good starting point for me. Get people interested. And I created what I call today the butterfly post. You need to be able to attract people. One magic ad and you're on your way. So one butterfly post, one magic ad, your ad cost dramatically reduces, and you can acquire clients at a really low cost. And then all the other pieces of the puzzle kind of filled into place once I got this right. Building trust through a trust video, creating desire by creating scarcity through a form, building emotion. We have 5 questions that we ask in the sales calls, and we use a system called SCORE. Emotion is what sells. People buy on emotion and justify it with reason. And then simplest offer you could ever create. It's very, very, very simple. Clarity is what's the next step. Community is the group of like-minded people, and accountability is you helping and showing people along the way and adding value and helping people implement stuff on a regular basis. $2,500 is a minimum. You can go up as much as $5,000, $10,000, whatever you want to sell it for, to $10,000 a month in 30 days with zero overwhelm. Using this system, we have a plug-and-play system that you can plug into. And then, once you've got to that point, you can add your growth multipliers into your business, and you can do what we've done and take it to that $50,000 a month mark and then $100,000 a month mark. But that's a starting point. And what the acquisition formula looks like is, so you find the right niche that's big enough that can create $100,000 a month. You lock that niche in. In other words, you've got to define the parameters of that niche. Once you've established the boundary of that niche, you know what you're working in, what people are looking for, the needs, the wants, and the pain points. You then can create what I call a butterfly ad. Don't need many of these. It's such a powerful, cost-effective way to warm up an audience. You can literally dominate it. And it's very awesome when people come and say, you're number one in the space. We see you out there as the best. It's very empowering and motivating, right? And then once you've warmed up these through your butterfly posts, you're really attracting people with the right ads. You're doing the trust, desire, the emotion. You're selling them an offer, and you're recycling that money. There is no simpler way. You're helping people, you're showing up, you're creating value, and you're making money. It doesn't take a lot to do this, but it does take commitment, dedication, and if you're prepared to put that in, the results are astronomical. Acquisition is a small part of the whole process, which gets you to that $10,000 a month mark. The next layer up is your growth, getting confidence in the numbers. You create client loyalty, and you start maximizing your outreach. The next layer up is scaling it up, where you can start leveraging automation to drive your business, to win back time, putting in an A team in place, getting people talking about you, building advocacy in your business is very powerful when you've got other people wanting to help you and grow your business. Finally, this last part is where we're at with our first business. We've elevated ourselves out of the business. It now runs by itself. We have an A team in place. The ads are consistent. The results are consistent. We know the numbers of the business from 1 week to the next. It's a very good place to be, which has allowed us to put our energy and effort into other businesses and other ventures, which we love doing. We want to help as many people as we possibly can. So I'd like to invite you to come and join us. We have a program where we help coaches, consultants, and experts. It's a step-by-step staged process going through 3 phases to get from where you are now. You could be anywhere in this timeline, wherever it is, we can help you grow your business to be able to scale that business a lot faster. Let me show you a little bit what that looks like. So the first component that we dedicate ourselves to helping our clients with is to get really good with client acquisition and getting that client acquisition cost as down as possible so that the numbers make sense, the results start to speak for themselves. So getting acquisition done right, your butterfly posts, sniper ads, trust video, the selling system, and helping you create a deliverable, that dream outcome. After that, we help you plug in all your growth multipliers where you start to ramp up your revenue, really increase your profit margins, tweaking your numbers, getting in control of the core systems in your business, then starting to look at the scaling components of your business, systems optimization, hiring and getting the right sales teams, management teams in place so that you can really grow your business, amplifying your outreach, and then finally getting you to a position where you're not working in the business anymore, but you're working on the business and you can win back your time and feel less stressed. So it looks more like this to create a bit more simplicity in how we go and deliver this. So you can imagine this here. If I zoom out, you'll see this is a 12-month timeline. The process is a step-by-step systematized approach to creating your journey and getting your business to scale, following these exact steps and in a timeline that makes sense where you're not getting overwhelmed. We simplify the whole process, getting you to that $10,000 a month in 96 days without the overwhelm, getting you to that $50,000 a month in 178 days and getting you to that $100,000 a month mark in 361 days. Each part of the process, you're plugging in a new system into your business, and your growth is exponential. The first part is to create your core foundational components, the acquisition model. Then you're looking at your growth model. Then you're looking at your scaling model, ultimately with the intention of helping you elevate out of your business so that you can be more of a CEO, or working on the business, freeing yourself up, freeing your time, and actually being in a business that you love running, that's growing and scaling exponentially. This is a model that works. It's what's working right now. In terms of numbers, where we help you create a high-ticket formula, a coaching program or a consulting agency program, whatever that is, we give you the tools to create something that's of high value that people will want to pay more money for, and it helps you stand out from the competition in a very, very big way. We help you create those low-cost bookings, getting around $47 to $88 per booking, per calendar booking. We're working on the sales conversions at around 30%. So say 10 calls gets you $88 per booked call. That's $888. So if you were running at that 30% conversion on your sales and you had a $3,000 product, 3 sales would mean $9,000. This is an achievable number that's definitely possible. But if you tweaked it up and you created a $5,000 product, 3 sales, 30% of the 10 calls, you're now making $15,000 a month. Ultimately working on the highest level, and you're creating a $10,000 program, which is what we help you with, and you did that same formula, you're making $30,000 a month. This is what's working right now. So if you want us to help you take your coaching, consulting, agency, or expert business to the next level, plug into a system that is created for scale and simplicity, and can give you the exact steps you need to take right now to get to the next stage in your business and work towards scaling to $100,000 a month, and ultimately getting yourself out of the workings of running the business so that you can free yourself and be working on the business rather than in the business. So my name is Matthew White. There's a button, click it, come and book a discovery call with us. We'll help you take this to the next level. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Take care.